This is a revisitation of my concealment video because I didn't do any commentary on it. So I'm going to try and update the Zen of Destroyers a little bit more. And I thought the best way to do that is to revisit the concealment issues for DDs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge right at this C cap, and I'm going to try my best to not get spotted for as long as possible. The longer I'm unspotted, the better chance I have of firing torps and hitting targets without them shooting back. That's the goal. So I'm going to pull right into C cap here. You see that I have a cruiser and a DD as support. You'll see shortly that they're not very helpful. I'm going to park and wait and see who shows up. Immediately I'm given a DD and a cruiser. I know that since they know they're spotted, somebody's already fired torps. So there come the blind torps from the destroyer. Here come blind torps from the cruiser. And while he doesn't know where I'm at, I'm going to fire torps at him. I'm going to turn off because one, I want to avoid his torps. And two, I want to keep them on the edge of my concealment range. The longer I'm not spotted, the better. As you see, I haven't been spotted, and I have not fired my guns yet. There go the torps into the cruiser, and I see that there's a battleship that has joined the party. You've just seen that my cruiser has taken a beating. He won't last much longer. My destroyer support is YOLOing right into that cruiser and battleship. I'm waiting for my torps to reload. I'm keeping those ships on the edge of my view range so that I do not get spotted, but keep them spotted. I also know that there's a Greek player on the B cap. I want to stay away from him for now. What I'm doing right here is I don't want to hit either ship, but I want those torps to separate that New Mexico from his cruiser support. I want him to turn away, and I want that cruiser to keep going. That's why I fired those torps right in the center of both of them. You see the New Mexico's turning off to avoid my torps. The cruiser's pulling away, going after my destroyer. My cruiser has already bit the dust. So, you know. As I'm just keeping an eye on things now, as I'm waiting for my torps, I've gotten that New Mexico to plow into the side of the map, which stops him dead. Makes him an easy target for me when my torps reload here in a few seconds. I'm going to switch over to the torp view, and I'm just waiting for his path to flatten out. I don't want to fire my torps too early because I'll miss, because he's cranking around off the edge of the map and he'll be accelerating. I'm going to try and compensate for his acceleration by jumping the white line a little bit, fire my torps. Unfortunately, I got just a little bit close and got spotted, but this is the first time I've been spotted this game. I have yet to fire my guns, keeping me concealed. There goes half of the health of that New Mexico. I still know that there's this Greek player on the B cap, and I know that there's that cruiser running around on C cap. So I'm going to go engage the cruiser. I'm going to take a little bit of a risk here, going in between this cruiser and that Greek player on B cap, but it's going to turn out alright. I'm waiting on my torps, just trying to stay unspotted as long as possible. I know he's got torps ready, and I know he's gunning for me. So my goal is to play with the throttle here, forwards, all back, all forward, left, right, just to throw his aim off just as much as possible. I need to wait and make sure my torps land. I cannot take any pounding from this cruiser. So I make sure that his path is going to go right through my torps. I stop dead to avoid his, and send that cruiser down. The Greek player is going to get involved from B cap. He's going to take some shots at me now. I get a bonus, and the torps that missed the cruiser will hit that Colorado, or that New Mexico, and cause some more flooding, which is a good thing. My team has done their job on the other cap. They're holding it. B cap is out of my hands right now. I need to control C cap. I'm fighting on my own against two battleships, and I want to take on the New Mexico. He's got less health than that Greek player out on B cap. I'm going to take a really big risk here. I'm going to expose my broadside to both this battleship here and the battleship on B cap, which is a dangerous move, but I'm sure to kill on this New Mexico. I'm making a count in my head of about when that Greek player in the Nagato is going to fire on me, and I'm going to try and make my turn. My idea here is to extend, get away from him because I'm dangerously low on health. I'm going to get away from him. I'm going to get outside his view range. I'm going to keep my guns quiet, and I'm just going to pull away from him so that he can no longer see me. My team has done their job on the other caps, leaving me just this Greek player to fight alone. I'm still waiting for the torps. In a few seconds, I'm going to plow into this island in front of me, but I'm still on the edge of his detection range. He still cannot see me. I think he's actually given up on looking for me. I make a quick check on where his guns are at, and fish in the water. I get spotted right here. He wasn't looking for me in this spot, so he didn't get a chance to fire his main guns on me. Even if he had fired his main guns on me and killed me, he would still go down. That's a massive amount of damage with very little exposure time to some very dangerous ships. And that's how you have to run, especially the Imperial Japanese Navy. Just abuse that concealment, abuse their torp range, flatten everything in your way, and you're going to have a good time in these ships. There'll be more to come, guys. I hope. See you soon.